Virgo, I'm here to give you just a love bite of a wild card read straight from the hip with lots of lip, where we're going to go right into it and look at how these triad of Venus transits this month are going to be impacting things in matters of love and romance. Okay, so this is a love read specifically. We're not looking at like love between friends, no, we're looking at passion, amore. Okay. So if you're not down for a love read, this ain't the place for you. Some of you may be cross-watching. You might have some cross-watcher energy, Virgo. This is for any significant Virgo placement. I already got a lot of downloads coming in for you. So I really need to go with the stream of consciousness, okay? Any significant Virgo placement, prominent placement in the 6th house, or if you are a Pisces rising, that makes you a Virgo descendant. This could be speaking very strongly to those of you who are Pisces rising, all right? Especially if you are a Pisces rising or you're dealing with a Pisces that you know works on a metaphysical level, somebody who perhaps is a practitioner, somebody who likes to work with alchemy, somebody who likes to do spell work, okay, or likes to weave a spell, somebody who's like a little bit of a manipulator because they want to be in kind of a power position. It really doubles up though if you know this person works on an occult level, okay? But I got that you have a high priestess in reverse operating in your situation, which is never a good thing, okay? And there's something going on here that's causing like a little bit of it's got that like I got your girl, I got your dude kind of vibe, okay? It's being done through some kind of slanting of this person's view of you, like the lover's view of you. That's being manipulated, okay? It's being manipulated. In some cases, is it somebody throwing something around? Yeah, it is. It's funny because a lot of times people don't want to talk about that stuff, but that stuff goes on. It goes on all the time. I'll tell you, I've seen it. I've known plenty of people who throw around workings all the freaking time. It's a part of their daily life, okay? So there are lots of people out there doing it. There's people doing it in the industry. This is something that is part of life, whether you believe in it or not. And it doesn't matter really if you believe it in or not. There are people that are just out there throwing around manipulative energy, okay? Because they view love as more of a conquest. At least in this situation, it does feel like somebody has a very competitive spirit when it comes to love. And they have a little bit of a greedy kind of spirit when it comes to love. They view achieving some conquest in love as sort of like being in a position of power over you to kind of like put you in check. It's got that vibe, okay? So this is some kind of like rivalry energy here. It's kind of weird though, because I feel like the rivalry is one-sided, okay? And it's whoever this high priestess in reverse is. This is somebody who has been manipulating things through lying on your name, okay? They got your name in their mouth and they're talking a bunch of ish about you, all right? And it's to the person that is your lover or would-be lover. This could be just somebody you're interested in. And it's having this effect where it is kind of creating a disconnect between somebody that you normally feel like, really in alignment with. And so if you've been wondering what's going on, that's what's going on. And I don't think it'll be very hard to figure out who this person is either. I also got that you are going to deal with this matter that's been kind of like causing a little bit of that like cock blocking action on your path, to be honest with you, okay? That's what it is, right? This is getting moved out of the way, all right? You're going to overcome a particular challenger on your path. But it's weird because you're not even trying to overcome it. And there's this piece about somebody's going to come in, and it's actually this person that has been attempted to be blocked, okay? This person's going to come in And they may come in through something, a surprising gesture, okay? I don't know why I saw this, but it is what I saw. You know, like those fruit baskets, okay? It could be somebody brings like a fruit basket, or they bring like flowers, or, you know, they make some kind of gesture that you wouldn't anticipate from this person. I got it. Kind of like takes you back a little bit. But this person really realizes that something kind of like a little icky went down back there, and they want to show you that, you know, they want to make it right, okay? They want to make it right, even though it's not this person's fault. It's not their fault. Like this outside, you know, the coming through is like an entity, okay? So maybe this person has some entity attachment or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. All I know is the energy ain't right. This is really going to ding for some of you. It needed to come in, so it's coming in. I'm working with the Angel Tarot for you. This could be a Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you know, trying to interfere with what wants to come through for you, concealing it from you, you know, maybe even concealing who they are in this case, okay? This could be somebody that you consider a friend. Oh, no, it's not me. Never mind what I'm doing back here, okay? Somebody with a strong fire sign placement, perhaps, okay? But it says right here, you got divine power on your side, and this is guarding against anything that would come at you that could bring on some kind of mental troubles, worry, stress, drama, strife. You've been there, done that, okay? You've had this experience. You've been to hell in the handbasket, and you got the basket to prove it. And now it's going to be filled with, I guess, like a fruit basket, right? It's going to be filled with those delicious fruits, all right? So this could be very much like a witchy kind of woman. I'm seeing this. I'm just noticing, you know, the fans. They remind me of feather fans. I'm sorry, burlesque coming through. So it could even be people that are in that kind of a scene, you know, people who live life in the cabaret. You know, this could also be kind of like, you know, showgirl kind of energy. That's what it's coming through as, okay? But it's like that kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you ever, if you've ever danced, you know, if you've ever danced in any kind of like cabaret setting, or if you've been around showgirls, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a little bit of like a cattiness, one-upmanship. Okay, I don't know if this is a clue, if there could be somebody like connected in this way that's causing these issues. Either way, I feel like this person wanted to eclipse you. Okay, they wanted to eclipse you, so you wouldn't be seen. It's sort of like this is a person who likes to like cut off your energy at the pass. And that's quite actually what they're doing. They're cutting off the ability for you to make a connection with somebody that you're supposed to connect with, because, well, you know, they're blocking it. They're blocking it. But it's weird because it's more about you. It's more about you than it is like about the lover. It's weird. It's weird. Some cases y'all are dealing with like a single white female kind of situation, you know, and it's a little like not cool. All right, so let's just see what is coming in here for Virgo. You might have like a little third party stir up coming in. I have to say, we do have some kind of difficult transits coming in. You might have a little 30, maybe the 30th is significant. What's going down on the 30th? Oh, on the 30th, when Mars enters Aries and Venus is square Pluto, you might close off the month with a bang. There might be like this, like kind of like high priestess in reverse energy might try to like have one last hurrah. But with Mars and Aries, that's when it's at its most powerful. Okay, so I see you really sticking to your guns. Yes, you'll get some knowledge. This person will have some receipts. They'll have a long list of things that they want to talk to you about that they've been sitting, stewing on, you know. Interesting. 10 of Pentacles here, though. I don't know. I think you're like, I don't want to, like, this might come through like a work opportunity too. This person might kind of come forward and want to like work things out with you. It may even be because they want to try to like team up with you on a financial level on something, or renew a project. Maybe kind of like a project got sidelined with this person or something like that. This is somebody that you're like friendly with, okay? And they may make it like, oh, it's about business, you know, but you're like, no, it's good. I don't need to do business with you. I'm already at the 10 of Pentacles here, you know? You've been working really hard actually on that level, okay? So where you've been having financial challenges, I do see a big level up there. And for some of you, that does connect to your love story, you know, it does. You're needing to have a certain level of stability for yourself. So you can find a workable way forward in a romantic relationship. Some of you are connecting with somebody through work on the job, okay? But I do feel like the 30th, this could be a time when something comes up where the third party comes back around. Maybe they, you know, thought they were going to have the 10 of Pentacles with the person you were with, okay? They're like, wait a minute, like, I'm down 2 pentacles, man. And I got a beef to pick with you, Virgo. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, there's that Queen of Cups. It could be a Pisces. It could be a Cancer too. This is both Pisces and Cancer are associated with the High Priestess, okay? It could be any water sign energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio too. It doesn't have to be, but it's a pretty darn strong indication, all right? It could also be somebody that, you know, you've been romantically involved with before too, is trying to come in. And that's why this third party energy comes up. But there's redemption here. There's redemption here. Okay, there is some kind of like some moment here where you go like, you can't separate what's meant to come together. Like, you're not going to hold me back. All right, you get a redemption moment, which is good, because maybe there was a point in your love story where you felt quite the opposite, you know? It's a little bit of vindication here, I have to say. It says serves against enemies. Dun, dun, dun. And governs chastity. Maybe you've been kind of like, you know, maybe you've been playing the role of the Vestal Virgin. Maybe you've like cut off the cookie jar supply, okay? You know, this could be like you just sort of like not wanting to share yourself in that way. So you could really feel out what people's true intentions are. There's a lot of people in the collective going this route, I have to say, with as convoluted as things have become in matters of the heart, right? I could see that. But I do feel like, you know, anybody that you are kind of like coming into alignment with too, I feel like you're sort of cooling your jets on, like, you know, getting into bed with that person real quick as well, okay? Because there's been some interesting dynamics in your situation, I feel. And I do feel like you had to really build some stability for yourself, and you've had some kind of like icky outside energies in the mix to contend with. All right, so there's something here. There's something here that you might like, just like want to cool your jets with any kind of like new romantic developments, just a little bit. I mean, certainly, you know, start to explore. But I would advise, in cases where you're having somebody come around that, you know, you've had a really hard time like kind of connecting with, because you know there's like drama connected or other people in the mix that are, you know, wanting to weigh in with their opinions, whatever that may be, some kind of meddling here, okay? I would say, you know, just let it pan out a little bit, okay? Let the situation really reveal what it has to offer you. I think that's just smart at this point, I have to say. 4 of Wands, you know, I do feel like there's going to be a way, though. There is a way through here with the 4 of Wands. You'll be satisfied with how this turns out, all right, with this block getting out of the way, all right? There's going to be some kind of alignment coming in here, and it looks like with, you know, your destiny, your North Node, we got the Emperor here, all right? this is that North Node activation, all right? So I see you moving on up. That looks really good. And there's safe travel getting there, and you're going to be protected against conspiracies, any kind of like stuff people want to stir up around you. It could also be like a little page of pentacles here, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, you might know of another earth sign energy here that might be like the Pied Piper, trying to get everybody to follow their tune, follow their way. No, don't head toward Virgo. Follow me. I'm what you want here, baby. I mean, I don't know. There's this real like luring kind of energy. If I were you, I just let things kind of like reveal their hand. If you know what I mean, I think it's in your best interest. But I do feel like you'll be able to find a way through to peaceful resolution here. Okay. Even where you need to lay down some boundaries with some interlopers that are causing unrest and division in this situation, that are forming little factions, you know, and weighing in about your private stuff. I think you've also learned like certain people you can't really like, it's none of their business. You don't want to talk to them about, you know, who you're digging, you know, who you're wanting to connect with, what's going on in your love life. You're recognizing that's not going to be beneficial at this time. All right. But I do see you getting to the other side here. All right. And there's somebody here who's like just been waiting. It's like, I've been waiting. Like, I was wondering when you're going to figure it out, man. Look at the look on the Emperor's face. It's like, it's about time. Somebody's here like, what took you so long? And it was 17:11 on the clock, okay? 8:11 there. 8:11. All right, something coming into alignment. It's the true manifestation of it. It's like, you know, I think you both kind of feel this way about each other. Whoever this is that you're connecting with is like, all right, can we just get over our BS and just like work this out already? A very interesting energy, Virgo. All right, very interesting energy, but it does look like you're gonna be able to, you know, recover a lost opportunity. That's how it's coming through. Let me go ahead and get a goddess guidance oracle card for you. Your story is pretty straight up, ma'am. Not complicated. Oh yeah, see, look at this. Ishtar on the bottom of the deck, boundaries. It's really about boundaries for you. It's also about you having boundaries too. Okay, like you need to respect some boundaries as well. Like maybe there's times when you shared things with friends or, you know, somebody about, you know, challenges you were having in your relationship, and you now recognize that that was kind of like violating, you know, your relationship's boundaries. There also might need to be a discussion around this. There might need to be a discussion about boundaries, like what is acceptable and not acceptable to you. And also hearing that from the other side as well. Okay, there is also some, you know, need to put boundaries as well around certain interfering elements that have been operating in your love story that are, you know, preventing things from coming together in a way that's healthy. Right? That's what I got. Healthy. You're wanting healthy connections. You've experienced a lot of the opposite. This is about healthy connections. And in order for there to be healthy connections, you know, both people need to look at themselves in that situation and kind of like own their own piece of that. All right. We can't be in charge of anybody else's healing work. We can't co-sign on that. Like that's for each individual to take that up. So, you know, you got to stop looking so much like, well, what does the other person need to address? What do they need to fix? Where are they wrong? Like, where do you need to fix it? You know, it's an important piece. And this is also valuing yourself. You know, some of you have played the role of kind of like contorting yourself, bending over backwards, trying to be all things to this person just to meet their every need. And when you felt them pull their energy back, you know, you even tried harder. You know, this might have been the way it has gone for you in the past, because you really wanted to prove to them, look, I have worth, I have value, look at all I'm willing to do for you. And then you started realizing, no, wait a minute. No, you should just recognize that I have value. I shouldn't have to prove myself, right? I'm not a dog begging for a treat here, all right? So this is love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. It's okay to shut a door too, right? Just because somebody comes back round and they make it look nice and it sounds good, you know, if it's not feeling right for you or you're not ready for it, it's okay to shut a door too. You know, we brought in keys here at the channel. We're on our quest to find our keys. And I feel like that's an unfolding process. I feel like these Venus conjunctions are going to help us find some very significant keys that really set us forward on our path for the future. There's a lot shifting for all of us in the collective right now, okay? But keys aren't just for opening doors, they're also for locking doors. So this is about really deciding what doors are you going to step through. 21:12 on the clock when that came in. 3:3. See, it's a mirrored experience here. You know? So there's mutual boundaries that need to be put in place in this situation. That's going to mean something different for each of you. And for some of you, it's because there's exes involved in this situation, or there's, you know, other lovers. Some of you, I have to bring it in because some people do live like this. You know, some of you have agreements with your partners. Some of you are polyamorous. You know, there needs to be some boundaries put in place. The lack of boundaries are causing issues in your situation. I feel that, okay? And then once this gets dialed in, it will improve things moving forward. Improve things moving forward. I wanted to cut that, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it, okay? So let's see. What goddess is showing up to help Virgo transition through these transits to a new chapter in their love story? A new chapter where they feel really empowered, where they feel met, where they feel they can be themselves, where they can show up as they are and totally be embraced as they are. Might have to prove themselves, but actually to find somebody who actually wants them there, you know? And somebody who knows how to lighten up and have some fun, man, because it looks like this has been a little heavy. Looks like it's been a little dramatic, you know? Yeah, it just don't look like fun, okay? So let's see what is coming in here for Virgo. Yeah, I mean, right now, I see with abundancia, prosperity, in reverse, you don't really feel like there's anything of value showing up right now. You're not feeling like, you know, there's any kind of like, you know what I mean? There's no true value in the types of exchanges you're having. It's just, it's missing something. It's not the depth you're looking for. It's not the kind of story you want to be living out in your love life. So let's see what's coming in here, okay? There's something that's been missing. It's been feeling a little like, you know, it's been feeling a little like running on empty lately. You're needing something to pour into you at this point. I feel like that's sort of what's missing. You're needing something to pour into you. That's how it feels. Like you're depleted. You're like, I'm all out, man. I'm all out of anything to offer anybody at this point. I'm just totally drained, man. Okay. You know, again, you know, you made the choice to pour it out, you know. Well, this is interesting. We got Ishel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Right. So you might need to just like connect more with this part of yourself. It was 24:11 on the clock. Okay. There might be, some of you might need to go and see a medicine woman. Okay. Some of you may be dealing with a spiritual issue in your situation that can come in for multiple reasons. Some of you may have had a really traumatic experience in love that caused you to kind of like experience what they call soul loss, you know, in shamanism. It's something that's worked with within psychology too. They bring it in psychotherapy quite often. It's just when you've gone through something so like devastating or traumatic in a love connection that you experience this like fracturing. Like there's a place inside of you that almost needs to disassociate from it, because if you feel too connected to it, you know, then the pain is too much to process. there's something that maybe has really hurt you very close to the bone, and it's been a lot to kind of like hold space around. It's been a lot to grieve. It's been a lot to release. Some of you may, you know, be wondering, how can I get beyond this? Some of you have even been through therapy, you know, healing some really deep stuff, you know, just so you can open up your heart again and let love back in. And you're just feeling like, I'm not getting beyond it. Some of you may need to call like your power back. You may need to call your power back. You may need to call like a part of you back that you abandoned back there, you know? And you're strong enough to integrate that experience now. Maybe you're even strong enough to face that person. And in doing so, you know, you call your power back. Like, you're ready for this. I do feel like you got some support coming in. You're doing really deep healing work here, right? It's very foundational. But, oh, I just noticed this on the other side, flipped up, wild. I noticed Anye, leap of faith. So I think you're being prepared for a leap of faith, right? And there may be a face-to-face, you know, communication you need to have with a particular person. Maybe you have fear around this, but I feel like something is lining up here. This is coming in. And this is important. This is a big part of you calling your power back. And that power is like calling your love back, like your ability to open your heart again and to trust and be able to love and know that no matter how you're met in that space, like, you're going to be cool. You're going to be okay because you got you. You're not going to abandon yourself again, all right? But there's something here, okay, that brings something beautiful. It says, leap of faith, take a risk, and put your heart's true desire into action. Right? I do feel like where you take that risk, there will be wings you sprout on the way down. And you're just going to fly, man. And you feel so much more freedom. And this is like opening up that new chapter in love for you. Oh, I'm right behind that. What do we got? Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. But you know what could get in the way? You know what's even a greater blockage than a high priestess in reverse? Fear. Don't let fear keep you from what your heart has been calling towards all along.